Okay, guys, you can remind me what our 5 senses are. Thank you for asking. Yes.
Smell.
Okay, just one. Sorry, just one. Smell. Perfect. Skylar, yes.
Touch.
Touch. Good one. Isaiah, yes. Sight. Yes. Good job. So that's 3. Emma.
Taste.
Taste. 4. And our last one, Madison.
Hear.
Hear. Is that all? We said all 5. Yeah. Exactly. Good job. So we're getting ready to read a little passage that the author does a good job of explaining his 5 senses. So can I get our table passage from each group up here? Thank you. Perfect, thank you. How many more? 3? Oh, look, that's perfect. I have 3. Yes. No, I mean you can. It doesn't matter. All right. So I'm going to share with Emma. So we're going to go over this. A short one. Can you share with Isaiah? Okay. You ready? All right, everybody. Starting at the top. October leaves. October leaves. October leaves are lovely. They rustle when I run. Sometimes I make a heap and jump in them for fun. Autumn leaves float quietly down and form a carpet on the ground. But when those leaves are stepped upon, listen for the crackling sound. Who can raise their hand and tell me a sense they heard in there? Yes, Madison. Crackling? Yeah? Crackling. Have you guys ever, when you heard the word crackling and it was talking about the leaves, did you imagine a time that you stepped on the leaf and heard it crackle? Yes?
With my brother, jumped out into me.
Okay, cool. Who can raise their hand and tell me another sense they found in this? Yes.
See.
Which one?
Sight.
Sight. Yeah, where in here?
It says sometimes.
Autumn leaves float quietly down. That's a good one too, floating. We can kind of imagine. Have you guys ever seen a leaf that's falling and it kind of like, it doesn't go straight down like if you were to drop a rock, it kind of like floats and goes side to side. Can you guys imagine that happening? Yeah, Malachi, what did you see in here? Yeah? Russell? Definitely. That's a good one too. What about quietly? Floating quietly down. Oh, we found the extra. I knew I printed enough. Thank you. Okay. So I liked in here how it says sometimes I make a heap and jump in them for fun. Have you guys ever jumped in a heap of leaves before?
Yeah.
Yeah, raise your hand if you have before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And form a carpet on the ground. That's kind of a tough, you guys know like a carpet like this, have you ever seen when leaves are just covering the ground like a carpet when all you can see is the leaves? Yeah? Yes. Oh, you've seen it before too? Okay, cool. So in this poem, it talked about all 5 senses at some point in here. And when we were reading it, we were able to imagine as if we were in this story, as if we were in this part. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do the same thing. And everybody's gonna be able to pick a month. You can pick any month. And you're gonna write about it, and you're gonna use all 5 senses somewhere in your writing. And remember, you can flip to the book page we did last week, your page in your notebook about on the finger of the hand where we talked about examples of words you can use. So you can pick any month you want and you describe it as detailed as you can. Yes?
When the hat has paper towel. And I have almost half the pages full. Can we like draw on?
Write as much as you can, and then we'll look. I'll read it with you, and then we can draw through if we're completely done. We're a little rushed on time, though. Yes.
If we don't know the word and we got the kingdom, get out our notebook and then copy them.
Yes. Please use all your resources. Look words up. Yeah. Use everything you can. Yes. Summer. When we're finished, when you're done writing and you can't write anymore, we'll read it together and see if we can add anything to it. And then if we're done, we still have time, then yes, you can draw. All right, so everybody understand what we're doing. You're gonna pick a month. Everybody pick a month in your mind right now. Think it in your mind. Okay, now tell your partner beside you what month you're picking quietly. Okay, and now think to yourself, guys back up here, think to yourself some words you can use to describe it, some of your 5 senses. Okay, so go ahead and put out your notebooks and start. We just started our lesson on this 5 senses. So they're all just picked one. We did our example on October. In your writing journal, good question. In your writing journal, guys. I wonder if my other copy. I think she has her email.
Yes.
You can't copy it, but you can use what I say. Well, that's a good question. You guys, Skylar just asked me a really good question. He asked if you could copy the passage, the poem I just gave you. And you can't copy it, but you can use it to help you. So you can use some of the same words. You can use crackling, and you can use some of the same examples. But you can't copy it word for word. Does that make sense? You guys understand what I mean? Okay.
I heard some people telling their partners seasons. So you might want to back up and name the month, all
Oh,
12
that's a good idea.
months, so they can choose again maybe if there's some confusion.
Oh, that's a really good. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so the 12 months. Can you say it with me? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So pick one of those and think about why you want to write about it, and then use your 5 senses to describe it. Everybody have a month? I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. You have a question for me? Describe it. Your 5 senses. Describe it. Yes, sir. Definitely. Great question. Yes, sir. Sorry, I told you. You can still use October if you want. Yes, sir. Describe flowers. Yes, ma'am. You can, but choose a month that it happened and then describe it using your 5 senses. Were you here last time for our 5 senses? Okay.
Where, Jemiah, I'm gonna let Jemiah tell you because she told Skylar. If you don't know how to spell your month, Jemiah, where can they find that? In your behavior folder that's in your desk.
Okay, so I forgot you weren't here last time. Okay, your 5 senses are, we kind of have to on the beginning of class, but it is your sight, your taste, your smell, your hearing, and touch. So in our poem that we just read in here, he uses some of those words like makes the crackling and float down. So all of those kind of words are sense, like words that apply to your senses. So you're going to write about your favorite month, and then in that, while you're writing, you're going to use some of the same. You don't have to use the same word, but
Abigail.
just use like beautiful and words that describe those senses. Your favorite month.
It's not the season, we're gonna get the month.
Yeah, August.
What
That's
month are you,
perfect.
what month are you thinking?
Crackling is like cracking.
Cracking. It's like cracking.
Why did you think about October?
Like pink.
And what about January? Why did you think about January? Go raise your hand. Okay, and what about June? Why did you think about June? You got good reasons for any of them, just pick one of them. Nicholas.
How do you like go with words if it's the main of the story?
You could write it in all caps if you want, all capitals.
Oh,
You could do that.
okay.
Where's your hands? Are you here for the hand reading class? You can pull that out. And look at that. You guys look, make sure, if you have questions about senses, pull out the hand we made last class. You guys remember making that with their words? Okay, so if you need to look at that
You're not gonna
to
write
help
about
you.
something. You're gonna write about January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Choose one of them.
Oh, sun, and not like summer, like I mean like the sun, like
You don't have, no,
Well,
you do
you
not
just
have
want
to
the
use
words
this, but you can use these to help.
Then sound it out.
I mean.
So now we should have all
I
picked
mean,
a
like,
month. We should be writing about the
spring.
month.
I mean spring.
We'll sound it out.
You say, sir?
Jemiah, what's your question?
Okay, cool. This is really good. I like this one. But now, will you hear last class for our senses? Okay.
I'm thinking,
Let's add some
it
of our
could be
senses.
kind
So
of
there's
fun.
like maybe like wonderful. I think like October,
Or- That's what I would think, instead of like crunchy pieces.
So can you write I like November? And then what about, you like to see the leaves. What about the leaves? What about the color of the leaves? What about what you hear? Think about a leaf and think about all the ways you can describe it using all of your senses. That's what possible. Are you guys working?
Isaiah,
Can I use yours as an example? Can I read yours to the class?
Okay, guys, for example, Zeta just wrote, I like to
Listen.
smell the flowers in April. I like to see the beautiful rose in April. I like to touch the flowers. So this is a really good start, which is I can imagine all of these things. And so now what I'm going to tell her is when she's going to keep writing, I'm going to ask her what more detail can she put. What kind of smell? What do the flowers smell like? Or what, the beautiful, that's a good description, but what about when you touch the flower? Is it soft? Is it delicate?
wait, say that again.
Those kind of words. That is a really great start. Yeah?
What's your question?
You know how all the flowers grow and all the things grow in there? Is, you know those things that grow in bushes, are they called honeysuckles?
Yeah.
Wow, that is really good. What I love to use your colors. You use your sight sense in here. And let me hear me. Okay, cool. But you hear, listen to me real fast. Okay, so you're talking about